If you're over 60 and struggling with that sharp, burning, or nerve-like pain shooting down your leg, listen closely. It's easy to think the answer is another round of leg stretches, maybe a quick pull here and there hoping to feel better. But here's the truth. Those stretches are only a temporary fix. They don't bring lasting relief because they don't address what's really happening inside your body. Most people believe sciatica starts in the leg because that's where the pain shows up. But the real source of that discomfort lies deeper, in the lower back where the sciatic nerve begins its long journey down to your feet. In this video, I'll walk you through the real cause of sciatica that most people get wrong, and I'll show you the only 3 exercises you truly need to find lasting relief, not just temporary comfort. These movements are designed for the 60-plus body to gently release pressure from the right places and restore comfort where you've been feeling pain for too long. And stay with me until the end, because I'll also reveal 3 common mistakes that could be making your sciatica worse without you even realizing it. If you're new here, hit subscribe and stay tuned for practical exercises to keep you strong and pain-free after 60. Many people believe sciatica is a leg problem because that is where the pain shows up. But the truth is that it almost always begins in the lower back. Deep inside your body runs the sciatic nerve, the longest nerve you have. It starts in the lower spine around the L4, L5, and S1 vertebrae, and travels through the hips, down the thighs, and into the feet. When this nerve becomes compressed or pinched, the flow of signals between your back and your legs is disrupted, which is why you may feel sharp pain, tingling, or even a burning sensation running down one side of your body. Think of your sciatic nerve as a garden hose. When someone steps on that hose, the water cannot flow freely. The pain in your leg is like the patch of grass that is drying out at the end of the hose. To get the water flowing smoothly again, you do not just water the grass, you remove the foot pressing down on the hose. That is exactly how sciatica works. Instead of treating the leg where the pain appears, you need to relieve the pressure in the lower back where the nerve is being squeezed. The cause of that pressure often depends on age. For people in their 30s to 50s, it is commonly due to a disc herniation when the soft cushion between the vertebrae slips and irritates the nerve. But after 60, the story changes. Sciatica is usually caused by spinal stenosis, degenerative discs, or osteoarthritis, which are natural parts of aging, much like wrinkles or gray hair. These changes are normal and do not always cause pain. But when the spaces around the nerves become narrower, the sciatic nerve can become pinched, leading to that deep ache or burning pain down the leg. Understanding this difference is crucial because it shows that sciatica is not really about fixing the leg at all. It is about restoring balance and space in the spine. Once you understand that, you can finally take the right steps to address the root cause, and that is exactly what the next exercises will help you do. Exercise 1, the Z position, is one of the simplest and most effective ways to ease the pressure off your lower back and calm that irritated sciatic nerve. Start by lying down on a comfortable surface, like your bed or a mat on the floor, and place a small pillow under your head so your neck feels supported. Next, rest your legs on a chair, couch, or stool so that your knees are higher than your stomach. Your body should look like the letter Z from the side, with your thighs and torso forming a gentle bend. Once you are in position, allow your back to relax completely and let your feet feel heavy and loose. Breathe slowly, in and out, as you let gravity do the work. What this position does is release tension in the lower spine while improving circulation through your legs. Because your feet are now elevated, blood can flow more easily back toward your heart, which is especially helpful if you experience swelling or poor circulation in your lower legs. You can stay in this position for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even 20 minutes if it feels good. Some people like to place a warm heat pack under the lower back to increase comfort and relaxation. The moment you settle in, you might start feeling relief almost immediately as the pressure lifts off the sciatic nerve. This exercise works beautifully for both disc-related issues and age-related changes like spinal stenosis or degenerative discs, which are common after 60. Whenever your sciatica pain flares up, return to this position. Do it once, twice, or even several times a day if needed. It is gentle, safe, and can bring noticeable relief without strain, medication, or complicated movements. Just gravity, stillness, and a few calm breaths to let your body reset itself. Exercise 2. Lumbar flexion is designed to open up space in your lower back and take pressure off the sciatic nerve, allowing you to move and walk more comfortably again. Before we begin, there is an important note. If you ever experience new numbness in your groin, difficulty controlling your bladder, or any strange changes in bowel or bladder habits, go to the emergency room immediately. Those can be signs of a rare but serious condition called cauda equina syndrome that requires urgent care. For everyone else dealing with typical sciatica or spinal stenosis, this movement can bring remarkable relief. Start by sitting on a sturdy chair with your feet placed slightly wider than shoulder width. Rest your hands on your thighs or knees, whichever feels natural, and make sure your body feels stable. From here, gently slide your hands down along your legs as you bend forward through your hips and lower back. Move slowly and go only as far as your body allows without strain. When you reach the bottom, hold that position for about 5 seconds while taking a deep breath in and out. Then, slowly slide your hands back up and return to the upright position. Repeat this sequence 10 times, 2 or 3 times a day. As you bend forward, your lower spine gently opens, creating space where nerves pass through. This movement helps relieve the compression that often causes pain, tingling, or burning down the leg. If your leg pain starts to ease or move upward toward your back, that is a good sign called centralization. It means the nerve pressure is decreasing and the source of your pain is being released. For people with spinal stenosis, bending forward is crucial because it opens up the space that walking tends to close. If you want to explore a little more movement, you can also try lying on your back and gently pulling both knees toward your chest, holding for about 20 seconds, then releasing. Another excellent option is the child's pose, where you start on your hands and knees, then slowly bring your hips back toward your heels while reaching your arms forward and relaxing your spine. Hold that stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply as your lower back loosens. Whether you choose the seated version or the floor variations, the goal is the same: to let your body find space again and to remind your nervous system that it can move freely without pain. Exercise. 3. Core strengthening focuses on rebuilding stability and support through the muscles that protect your lower spine. Start by lying comfortably on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the bed or the floor. Place your hands on your thighs or keep them relaxed at your sides. Before moving, take a slow breath and gently pull your belly button down toward the ground. This subtle action, called a pelvic tilt, helps you activate your core muscles and flatten your lower back against the surface beneath you. From here, use those same abdominal muscles to lift your shoulders just slightly off the ground. This is not a sit-up or a big crunch. It is a small, controlled lift that comes from the center of your body, not from your neck or chest. Hold that position for a second or two, then slowly lower yourself back down as you breathe in. Repeat this gentle lift 15 times, rest for a moment, and do one more set. If you notice any strain in your neck, you can place your hands lightly behind your head for support, but never pull forward. The goal is to let your core do the work. This simple movement may feel small, but it has powerful effects. It strengthens the deep stabilizing muscles that keep your spine aligned and help maintain the space you created in your lower back from the first 2 exercises. By supporting those muscles, you reduce the pressure on your joints and nerves, giving your spine a stronger foundation. For many people, this movement brings relief even before they finish the first set. It is a reminder that strength and stability, even in small doses, can restore comfort and control to your body. Now that you know how to relieve the pressure in your lower back and strengthen your core, it is just as important to understand what habits might be making your sciatica worse without you realizing it. Let's talk about the 3 most common mistakes people make when trying to manage sciatic pain after 60. The first mistake is forcing perfect posture. You have probably heard for years that you should stand up straight and keep your back perfectly aligned, but for people with sciatica or spinal stenosis, that can actually make things worse. When you arch your back too much or try to hold a perfectly upright posture for long periods, the small joints in your lower spine get squeezed closer together. This narrowing can put even more pressure on the nerves that are already irritated. Instead, allow your body to relax. Sit in a way that feels comfortable, not rigid. A recliner chair is often a better choice than a hard-backed one because it allows your lower spine to open up slightly, giving your nerves more space to breathe. The second mistake is overdoing walking. Walking is wonderful for your heart, lungs, and mental health, but when it comes to sciatica, too much of it can trigger pain. That is because walking is an extension-based activity, meaning your spine bends backwards slightly with each step, and for people with spinal stenosis or nerve compression, that backward bend can tighten the space where the sciatic nerve passes through. If walking makes your leg pain worse, take short breaks. Sit down for a moment, bend forward, and do the seated flexion stretch from earlier. If you want to stay active without aggravating your back, try using a stationary bike or a simple pedal exerciser while sitting. It lets you move your legs and boost your circulation without stressing your lower spine. The third mistake is avoiding mobility aids. Many older adults resist using a cane or walker because they worry it makes them look weak or dependent. But the truth is the opposite. Using support can actually help you move smarter, not weaker. A rollator walker, the kind with 4 wheels and a seat, can take pressure off your back and give you a place to rest or stretch when needed. Even pushing a shopping cart at the grocery store can help support your body and keep your spine in a safer position. These aids do not make you weaker. They help you move with more confidence and less pain. When you stop fighting your body and start giving it the support it needs, every step becomes easier, steadier, and freer. Now that you have learned how to relieve your sciatic pain and free that nerve running down your leg, it is time to take the next step in rebuilding your strength and comfort. What you did today was more than just a few simple movements. It was about restoring space, balance, and ease in a part of your body that carries you through every day. Remember, lasting relief comes from consistency and awareness, not from quick fixes. If your lower back already feels better, but your knees still ache or feel stiff when you move, I have something that can help. Head over to the next video where I will show you the only 5 exercises you need to ease knee pain and strengthen the muscles that protect your joints. These are perfect for anyone over 50 who wants to stay active without stress or strain. I will see you there. Click the next video and keep rebuilding your strength with me here on Senior BeWell.